talking a big shot, unless we talking about hip-hop. Bad at TikTok, but I'll make movies like Hitchcock. Challenge Mitch, you'll barely make it like trick shots. Check your wristwatch, it's time for you all to quick stop trying me.
Yo, what up, everybody? This is Mitch Darrell, and today we're going to talk about the 116 Summer Playlist. Shout out to Reach Records. I'm really excited to talk about this. There's two main things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my top 3 favorite songs from the playlist, and I'm going to name my MVP of the project. I think I'm going to start doing this every year. I'm going to listen to the whole thing, live with it for a few days, and then pick an MVP of the project. So let's get right into it. Off top, I will say something that I think most people noticed, because leading up to the playlist, I had asked everybody, who is your favorite non-Lecrae Reach Records member? And a lot of people said Wande. I really rock with her. Wande is probably my third favorite. It probably goes Cray, Andy, and then her. And she was missing from this project. And that, it was one of those things where it was like sad. It was like, oh, there's not Wande. They couldn't get her on here for 2 seconds. She had such a great record last year with Portia on there. It was kind of sad to not see her on there. It's something I think she was missed. But, I feel like, she's probably got a lot going on. She's probably gearing up for another, I think it's about time probably for another project from her. So wishing Wande well, and let's go ahead and get into it. So my number 3 song on the project is Love So Sweet by Chastity and Portia Love. Last year, me and a lot of people I know agreed that Portia and Wande had the best song on last year's playlist. So I was already excited to see her on this one. And they probably have the catchiest song, like the most radio-friendly song. I will say when I first heard it, I was racking my brain. I was like, this song sounds like something. Like it's similar to something I know. And it was that song by Doja Cat and SZA. And, of course, I can't think of the name. Let me find it real quick. Name of the song is Kiss Me More. I don't think it's a copy of that song, but it definitely gives me those vibes, and I love that song. So, super catchy. Anything that Portia's on, I feel like brings its own type of energy and kind of peppiness, poppiness. I was not aware of Chastity. I wasn't familiar with her, but I think I'm a fan now. And that song it's something that you can play a million times and not notice that you've been playing it a million times. So that is my number 3 song. My number 2 song is Steppin' by Miles Minnick and What Up RG. And I don't know if this is accurate, but I remember maybe 6 months ago, Miles was supposed to drop a song with RG. I don't know if it was this one. It got postponed. So my guess is it was this one. But either way, it made sense to maybe wait till the summer. Because I felt like this is definitely a standout. It's my number 2 song. It is I'll call it a typical Miles Minnick song in that it would fit in with anything that he put out. It definitely blends in with anything that he would make. The hook is catchy. I didn't get a chance to watch the video. I need to do that. But it definitely lent itself to a video. On paper, I wasn't sure how an RG and Miles song would sound, just because Miles gives me such kind of like Portia, peppy, poppy, upbeat, happy. And RG kind of, especially based on his music, it's a little more somber, maybe a little sadder, but I felt like he fit perfectly. Yet again, another song you can play driving around, dance to, super catchy. And so they get number 2. That's a number 2 slot. Is close. I'm not even gonna lie, it's not close. My number 1 song, and it stinks because for anybody that knows me, they're going to be like, we know what your number 1 song is. But I promise you, this isn't my bias. The number 1 song on this playlist for me is No Big Deal, One Way. I have played this song more than any other song. I probably played this song more than the rest of the songs combined. It automatically made my No Big Deal, best of No Big Deal playlist. The beat is amazing. Like, I love the beat. I had spoken to some other artists who didn't love the production. I'm jealous. I would love that beat. I would have loved that beat. I think Ace did it. I would have loved that beat. Beat's amazing. Vocals are perfect. The hook is super catchy. It's just a great No Big Deal track. And what's crazy is I was keeping up with the views on YouTube within the first day of the project dropping. And his song was the most streamed one on YouTube, at least the first day. And that's saying something because he's just him. You know what I'm saying? Like almost every other song, for the most part, other than the Big Breeze song, a couple other ones, have more than one person. It's just Dill, and it's like the most popular song. So that says a lot about him, his following, and the song itself because it's being replayed. Half of them might be for me. It is my favorite song by far. I think it's great. I think it's a great song. So shout out to Dill. I promise it's not just my bias because I predicted before when I saw the cover art for it and I saw that he was gonna be doing a song by himself. I said this is gonna be the one. I tweeted it. There is proof. I said this is gonna be the one, and it was the one for me. So shout out to Dill. Shout out to Miles Minnick and RG, and shout out to Chastity and Portia Love. Y'all had the top 3 songs to me. Overall, I enjoyed this playlist. One thing I really loved, and this was obviously the theme of it based on the artwork. Shout out to Kevin Hackett. They focused on the younger. I feel like each playlist over the past at least like 3 years, like the average age of the artist on there has gotten younger. There's a lot of like some of my peers, some of the people that I, kind of consider them in my class are on this. Like the Vert Mob guys, my guy Bats, 350, Miles. So yeah, Scooty Wop, 1K Peace on. So it's like a good amount of younger guys, and I feel like it's important that they kind of integrate them in and kind of be like, this is the next wave. These are the next, this is the next generation to kind of take over and take the baton. Now, MVP of this project is not no big deal to me. It's not anyone that I just named. The MVP of this is like an all-star award trophy. It goes to 1K Few. If for no other reason than he is on so many songs and kills every single one of them. Like I was arguing that if I don't know what his contract is, how it's structured at Reach, but if he owed them one more album, this should count as the album. Let's just go down the list, okay? Have a Nice Day featuring 1K Few. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Any Attack, Lecrae and 1K Few. Lord of the Rings featuring 1K Few. And then we scroll down just a little bit more. We've got New Church with 1K Few and Supernatural Supernatural remix featuring 1K Few. That's how many is that? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's on at least 5 songs. Oh no, I think it's 6. 1, 2. Oh yeah, did I miss Big Dog? I missed Big Dog Designer Pants with him and Not Clyde. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on 6 songs, and there's only 19 songs. He kills every single time he's on here. He kills it. I think my favorite one with him would be him and Not Clyde, Big Dog Designer Pants, and that's probably my 4th favorite song on the project, just because I love both those guys' sounds. They go well together. But yeah, Few gets the MVP award for this project. He's a hard worker. They hit him for a lot of these tracks. I think that he's dope because he's got the versatility. He's got the singing. He's got the swag. He's got the rapping, the punchlines. He brings like an essence, a presence to a track that can't really be copied. So he definitely gets the MVP trophy. I liked this Reach playlist more than the last one. I think some people have disagreed with me on that. There's more that I rock with on here. There's a lot of, like I said, I like the younger cats. Making me sound old, but I just rock with it. I feel like I like that they went for different sounds. That it was a true playlist. There's something on here for everybody, I believe. If you can't find one song out of 19 that you rock with, I don't know what to tell you. So shout out to Reach, shout out to 116, shout out to everybody who's on the playlist, shout out to all the producers, shout out to the artwork, shout out to just everybody up there. I feel like they did a good job. I always look forward to the Reach playlist, and I don't think it let me down this year. So, and shout out to 1K for winning that MVP award. So I will be back soon to talk to you guys about more CHH stuff. I appreciate you guys rocking with me, and I'll see you next time. Peace.